What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that notification icon for more videos like these. That being said, let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about in the sport of boxing, but I really wanted to talk about Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., the rematch. We were told we were supposed to get it in December. We never got it. Obviously, we didn't get it for commercial reason. Errol Spence took a lot of damage in the first fight. A lot of people thought he wasn't going to be ready for the rematch. Was he supposed to get in in December or November? I don't know. Around that time, bro. I stopped following it because I knew the fight wasn't going to happen anyway. But the fact that we got the fight, the first fight this year, was unbelievable still. I'm still like shocked that we got that fight. I thought Errol Spence was going to take Floyd Mayweather's advice and just completely avoid Terrence Crawford like Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman wanted him to do. They wanted him to avoid that fight at all costs. But anyway, that's probably another video I'll do. I'll get into more details on that. But anyway, Bomac, the trainer of Terrence Bud Crawford, recently did an interview. You know, Keyshawn Davis, you know, he has a fight coming up. And who else was fighting? I think his brother was fighting. I think his brother fights a lot on Pro Box TV. But anyway, Bomac recently did an interview where he was asked about the fight with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, the rematch. And he said, where do you think the rematch is going to be at, Bomac? Bomac didn't hesitate to tell everybody the rematch is going to be at 147. A lot of people, they want the rematch to be at 154 because they're banking on his Errol Spence's weight drain. Do these guys not know that there's no rehydration clause when these guys fight on fight night? So you're not weight drained. You just make weight and go back to your normal weight. Now, if there was a rehydration clause for both men, then you can use that weight drain excuse. Guy isn't weight drained if he gets to rehydrate back to his normal size. You know, if that's the case, Crawford was weight drained too. He said he had a... Didn't y'all say Crawford missed weight? That's the rumor y'all was pushing around. Y'all said Crawford missed weight. Da-da-da-da. He had to make it again or some shit y'all was saying. Well, didn't y'all say Crawford missed weight? Am I mistaken that wrong? I could have sworn y'all said Crawford missed weight. And now y'all crying about Errol Spence saying he was weight drained. When that's clearly not the case. Errol Spence definitely wasn't weight drained. Errol Spence just, you know, just wrote a check he couldn't cash. Let's just be real, man. Let's just call it what it is. Bud, just a better fighter all around. He told us that going into this fight. He told us that before the fight. Everything the man said came through. He said after the fight, they're going to make excuses. He did a live years ago where he said he's going to walk to Spence. Blue Bloods, who has completely switched sides. He's Team Crawford now. When Crawford said he was going to walk Spence down, yeah, this shit is funny, but it's crazy how people jump ship so fast. Blue Bloods literally used to laugh at Bud when Bud was saying he's gonna walk down Errol Spence Jr. He's like, no, he's not. I don't think that's smart. I think he should use his legs. But I don't think he's going to be able to use his legs because he doesn't have legs anymore. He's older. He don't use his legs like he used to when he was at 140. Like, what, bro? Blue completely switched team. I'm glad Earl Spence called him out on it when Earl seen him. I'm glad Crawford checked him in the 7-Eleven when he went to that Shakur Stevenson fight. You know, a lot of these guys, they switch teams. It's crazy. You guys are wrong. Just accept when you're wrong on here. It's just your opinion. Everybody's opinion. You're not going to we all can't be purists on here. We all can't be boxing purists. Because somebody has to get something wrong, you know? And a lot of you guys get a lot of shit wrong when it comes to the sport of boxing when y'all predict these fights. I'm talking about the YouTube channel. Number one that I know it's like really hard for this guy to ever get a prediction right. It's, what's his name? Boxing Eagle. Oh my gosh. Boxing Eagle is always wrong. Man, I said I wasn't going to do my channel on other people, but I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just speaking on Crawford Spence real quick. I'm not going to tag these guys. I'm just giving y'all little insights. You know, I don't want to use other people's name to build the channel. I'm just talking boxing. I'm just saying some of these channels, y'all favorite channels y'all listen to, all their predictions are always wrong. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, I'll leave them alone for now because I can name a million of these other channels out here that they get all these fights wrong and come back the next day like nothing really happened. But for years they were pushing the other guy was gonna win. I mean, but anyway, Mac confirms that the fight is gonna happen at 147. With Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. You guys need to leave that weight drain nonsense alone. There's no rehydration clause. According to reports, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford rehydrated to like the 170s. They both was in the 170s. And this is believable because we recently just learned that Devin Haney he's at 140. Right? These guys fight at 147, 7 pounds bigger than Devin Haney. And Devin Haney just moved up for his first fight at 140. And we heard that Devin Haney was bigger than a middleweight. He was almost a super middleweight when he fought Regis Prograis. He was 165. 3 pounds short of a super middleweight fighting at 140. So if Devin Haney can get to 165, what do you think Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence can get to when they rehydrate? According to rumors, they got to like 177. I'm not surprised. A lot of fans need to understand that these dudes, when they rehydrate 10 plus pounds. I don't think people understand that. You know? I've heard Amir Khan said when he fought Canelo Alvarez, Canelo rehydrated like 20 pounds. Who told you to go fight that man then? If you know he's going to be 20 pounds bigger than you on fight night. It is what it is, man. What do y'all think about Crawford and Spence happening at 147? You should be excited about that. Even though all the belts are not on the line, but Earl gets a chance to fight for some of his belts back, or you know, he get a chance to fight. He's not going to be undisputed if he wins, which he's not going to win, but he gets a chance to fight for a belt again. That is awesome. Me personally, if I was in the corner of Earl Spence, I wouldn't advise him to fight Crawford in a rematch, unless he's willing to take another L for the bag, because there's probably no other fight out there to make big money. So that's the only reason why I would advise him to talk to Bud, say, let me get a fight in and then fight you, because you don't want to get back-to-back losses. That's not cool. You understand what I'm saying? But if you guys are Earl Spence true diehard fans and you haven't switched sides yet, you should be happy the fight is happening at 147. He gets to show us, like y'all said, something was wrong. Don't use the weight drain excuse, because I already proved to y'all the weight drain excuse is a lie. So if y'all can just leave that alone and just focus on the skill set. I'm going to do another video on Errol Spence in a second concerning Victor Conti. I seen Victor Conti on a podcast from what's the clown name from Philly? The dude, I don't really like that dude. Marty be trolling, bro. I don't like Marty like that. But anyway, I'll touch on that after this video. But like I was saying, if you're an Errol Spence fan, you should want to see your boy redeem himself and try to get some belts back. Why would you want him to go up to 154? They're not fighting for no belts. And that's not really getting his get back. If you just like Teofimo Lopez, he lost to George Kambosos and he ran away to 150. He ran away to 140. Why not come back to 135 and get your get back from Teofimo Lopez? You get your belts back. I mean, get your belts back from George Kambosos. Instead, he runs up to 140. You can't respect that. So if you don't respect Teo for trying to run up to 140, why would you respect Earl for trying to go up to 154? It's not making sense. That's double standards. If you don't respect Teo for not running it back with... If you don't respect Teo, you want to be mad at Crawford for not wanting to go up to 154 when you should be mad at Earl for wanting to go up to 154. Think about it. Teo lost and he went up to 140 without getting his get back. He ran away from the smoke, didn't he? There's no other way to look at it. Teo ran away from the smoke, which was George Kambosos. Devin Haney had to fight George Kambosos. This is just almost similar exact situation, but except these guys are in a rematch clause where they gotta fight no matter what, right? In a contract, 2-fight deal. So Earl can't run to 154. If you're an Errol Spence fan, you shouldn't be happy about the fight. You shouldn't be advocating for the fight to happen at 154. That makes no sense. You should be mad at Earl thinking the fight should be at 154 when he hasn't gotten his get back at 140. Why you worrying about a different weight class when you got unfinished business at 147? You just lost. Go get your rematch back. That's like, once again, Anthony Joshua fights Andrew Ruiz in America. He loses. Anthony Joshua refuses to fight Andrew Ruiz in America again. He takes the fight to Dubai. That doesn't really count like that. You rematch that man exactly where you lost at. And do it right. Don't take it somewhere else. Now you're taking some steam away from it. How does this not make sense to you boxing fans? Come on, man. You guys are sounding ridiculous. You're over here advocating for Errol Spence to run away from Crawford to 154 when you should be advocating for Errol Spence to get his get back at 147. It makes all the sense in the world. Anyway, it's your boy, No Credit. I'm out.